and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Do you see it? Do you feel it? Can you hear it? Can you smell it? Can you taste it? Yes. Sight, smell, taste, hearing, touch. It's the fear that the liberals have. And corporate media knows it too, but I don't think corporate media can comfort the people. No, corporate media can't do it because, again, they're afraid of Dr. West. Let's witness firsthand the beautiful feast that will be before us. And like I said before, on election night in November of 2024, I'm going to cook myself a very delicious ribeye steak. Have a nice little glass of whiskey, glass of wine, or a wider range of side dishes too, because I want to feast. I want to feast on the liberals crying and panicking, because I do hope that third-party candidates are able to get 5% of the vote. And again, Dr. Cornel West is the overall end-all, be-all threat to the establishment because they're afraid that he's going to steal votes. He's not going to do it. He's going to be earning votes. He's going to be earning votes away from the Democrats because the Democrats can't offer jack. Shout out to Case Study QB, who is wrongly being censored on Twitter. Let's pull up this video and let us enjoy this feast together.
Forgiveness was among the big issues that progressives wanted to see from the Biden administration. But now there's some concern among left-leaning Democrats that the Biden re-election campaign isn't focused enough.
You don't say! They're not focused enough. It's because the old man is too senile. He can't keep together a coherent sentence for more than 2 minutes. Maybe it's because Joe Biden decided to give the middle finger to the voters of New Hampshire. If you live in New Hampshire, just remember that. The Democrats just gave you the middle finger. They abandoned you. That's why Bernie the Cuck Sanders was there, to try and hypnotize you in supporting Democrats again, because they're not together, and they never will be.
On an ambitious second-term agenda. Joining us now to talk.
Wait, let's have democracy in the chat. Do you guys remember in 2020 when Biden said he'd be a one-term president? Type 1 for no, Kit. I don't remember that. What are you talking about? I don't remember. Type 2, like, yes, I do. I do remember him saying that. I do remember Joe Biden saying that. Because I do. Let's not be stupid here. We all remember that.
About that is White House bureau chief for the Washington Post, Tolu Olurunima. Tolu, great to see you, my friend. Your new story is titled "Liberals Raise Alarms, Calling on Biden to Sharpen Re-Election Pitch." So tell us a little bit more about that. Your story runs with a photo of Senator Bernie Sanders, who just dropped in on the White House earlier this week. It is sort of a political maxim that, you know, re-election bids and candidates tend to drift towards the center as the election approaches. But what has the progressives here so alarmed?
What we heard from Senator Sanders over the weekend in New Hampshire and on the Sunday shows, including Meet the Press, and he was essentially telling the president that the president needs to focus more on a liberal, ambitious agenda, a clear agenda for a second term. We've heard the president spending a lot of time over the last couple of weeks talking about what he's already done, talking about Bidenomics, talking about sort of all of the things that have worked for his administration.
Hey, let's talk about Bidenomics. Hey, how's Bidenomics working for you? I've asked this question before, but I think it's important to keep on pushing out this daily reminder just so I can get feedback from you, the audience. Now, yes, this video will be clipped. So, hey, give a detailed answer in the comment section below. We would love to hear from all of you. How is Bidenomics working for your neck of the woods? Whether you live in a small town or a big city, a red state, a blue state, doesn't matter if you're East Coast, in the Midwest, West Coast, anything, you know, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, whether you live in one of the U.S. territories. How's Bidenomics working for you? Type 1 for, oh, yeah, it's great. I go on vacations, 3 square meals a day, full tank of gas. Oh, I'm living it up. Let's Biden it up. Type 2, I don't know how I'm going to make it past this hour. Full tank of gas, what's that? Dude, do you know it costs $300 just to walk outside? That's a lot of money, man. There's an inflation going on. Bidenomics working for me. 1, 2.
Over the past couple of years, but less discussion of what he would do if he gets another 4 years. And a number of progressives are saying that Biden needs to focus more on that and focus more on the fact that people are still struggling, even in the Bidenomics world where we do have low unemployment and we do have jobs seeming to come back at a pretty steady clip. There are still people that are struggling with inflation, struggling to put food on the table. And as Biden pivots to the middle on some issues, a number of progressives feel that may leave an opening for their voters to either stay home or to go to a third party candidate, someone like Cornel West, who is pitching himself as a champion of liberal causes.
So this happened.
Again, what's again, Cornel West? You could see that he's keeping together a straight face, but you know, at night he's getting a paper bag and hyperventing, and they're like, Cornel West, he's taking away votes. He's taking away black votes away from Biden. I don't know what to do.
Happens a lot, and you know, as Lemire said in the intro to you, that there's a sense that a candidate in re-election moves to the center, and that there's a pull from, you know, in this case, the left to be more progressive. But I think that, you know, say more about some of the issues that Senator Sanders said that the White House should be more aggressive on, because if it's inflation and wage inequality, climate change, things like that, these are things that the American people really want action on too. I don't know that necessarily this is a case where what the progressives want are going to be at odds with the rest of America.
Yeah, and I should also include that Senator Sanders said both in his speech and on his media appearances that President Biden has every right to be proud of his record.
And that's how you know Bernie's a cuck. Biden has every right to be proud of his record. Does that include all of it, Bernie, about your good friend Joe Biden? Hey, let's do our daily reminder about who Joe Biden is. He's the writer of the infamous crime bill that Bill Clinton signed. You know, the prison industrial complex that we got? Yeah, Biden wrote that. And he's proud of it. The war in Iraq, hey, Biden voted for that. Did you know that Biden was against busing and desegregation? He didn't want his white kids to be with black kids. Joe Biden was against a woman's right to choose. I know. Controversial statement. Hey, by the way, Roe v. Wade, it died under whose administration? Trump or Biden's? It died under Biden's. It died on the vine. That's what happened to it. It pandered out. It just died on the vine. If you're a Sopranos fan, you know what I'm talking about. Again, Joe Biden, who sided with credit card corporations to make student debt what it is. Joe Biden, who actually abandoned his promise for student debt forgiveness. Yeah, Bernie. You spineless, nutless wonder, you cuck. Way to go. Telling everyone that your friend Joe Biden needs to be proud of his record.
His record includes a number of progressive wins on things like climate change, the Inflation Reduction Act, on things like the economy and jobs, and all of the things that have happened over the past couple of years in a divided Congress. A number of progressives have given Biden credit for that, but they say that there needs to be more done as we put on an agenda for the next term. Things like, free universal health care.
You hear what that idiot said? That idiot said free universal health care. Hey, corporate media, stop. You're killing me. I can't take it. I can laugh so much because, oh my goodness gracious, Cretaceous. Joe Biden's going to fight for universal health care. Joe Biden, just like how he's going to fight for a woman's right to choose, just like how he stood alongside all the other social issues that he didn't stand for. Way to go. Woo! Just keep on hitting those home run homers. I cannot wait on election night to cook myself a ribeye steak, because no matter what, I'm going to win. Because that's how detached I am from this election. I'm voting third party. I don't care about the Democrats. I don't care about the Republicans. All right. I'm just sitting here as a spectator, and I want to see third party candidates just get 5%. That's the one thing I'm going to care about. Anything else of, oh no, Trump, because Trump is bad. Trump, he's bad. We got to help out Biden. Get out of here with that BS. That's right. I'm cooking myself a nice ribeye steak. Cooking myself a nice ribeye steak on election night. Ribeye steak. That's what I'm doing. Hang on. Let's listen to that again. This guy said this was a straight face too.
Happened over the past couple of years in a divided Congress. A number of progressives have given Biden credit for that, but they say that there needs to be more done on an agenda for the next term. Things like free universal health care, things like universal pre-K and child care, the things that Biden campaigned on and things that were originally in the Build Back Better agenda that he wanted.
Build Back Better that never came into fruition. Yeah. Democrats, you sure know how to hit those home run homers.
To get through Congress, but were blocked by some conservative Democrats in the Senate. A number of liberal progressives are saying, don't give up on those things. Even in a divided Washington, you need to still tell the American people that not only are you going to finish the job, but you're going to go back to the drawing board on some of these important progressive priorities and make.
This guy looks himself in the mirror and says, I'm going to lie to the American people, and maybe no one will see my BS. I mean, look at all these people. They're up on here telling you lies. Great stuff from BS, DNC. But hold on, we're not done yet. Because, hey, we're going to visit our good friend Varney on Fox News, of all places. Let's hear what he has to say.
Third-party presidential candidate Cornel West. Now, he's slamming the Democrat establishment and Bernie Sanders over what?
Sanders for endorsing Biden, the establishment for being dominated by the corporate wing, and West says it is time for an alternative third-party candidate. Watch here.
I think that the argument he's making means that there's never a possibility for breaking from the corporate duopoly. There's never any possibility of trying to speak to the needs of poor and working people. I think deep down in his heart, he knows that the Democratic Party has no fundamental intention of speaking to the needs of poor people and working people. They are dominated by their corporate wing. They're dominated by the militarists when it comes to foreign policy, and that he and AOC and the others are going to be, in a certain sense, window dressing.
He's attacking Democrats. So who does he help? Donald Trump.
I think so.
No, you stupid idiots at Fox News. God damn it, Fox. Sometimes I look at Fox News and I see them as the kid carrying the football, and they're almost there to that touchdown, right? But then because they're a little bit special, they drop trow, take a sloppy dump, and say they did a home run homer. A vote for Dr. Cornel West does not help Trump. A vote for Dr. Cornel West is a vote to legitimize third parties in the United States. Okay? Now, I don't want to hear this BS that, oh, Dr. Jill Stein or Ralph Nader cost the election for the Democrats. Jill Stein and Ralph Nader did not win one single electoral college vote. Okay? So at the end of the day, that's irrelevant. That's an irrelevant statement. And second of all, Green Party, independent voters, libertarian voters do not owe the Democratic Party or Republican Party their votes. In fact, it is within independent voters, that's including Greens, Libertarians, Socialists, etc., to stay home if they don't want to vote Democrat or Republican. Because at the end of the day, the two-party system doesn't represent your values. It doesn't matter who wins the White House. Because, yes, to be very clear here, there's a whole system to prevent third parties from winning the presidency or any kind of elected office. And there have been those few rare occasions where a third-party candidate will win. And for those are monumental. But be it Trump or whoever the Republican nominee or Biden, or if he's not healthy enough to go forward in 2024, whoever the Democratic nominee will be, Goldman Sachs always has a seat at the table. Wall Street always has a seat at the table. Corporations will have a seat at the table. Okay? This is how it works. It's politics 101.
That third-party candidacy would take votes away from Democrats and give them to Donald Trump or whichever Republican is in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. He would be giving the far left side of the Democratic Party a place to go.
Yep.
God bless him. He's doing the good Lord's work for us, Stuart.
I think so.
Right? Yeah, with siphoning away votes. Yeah, I'm totally with you.
I do agree with
that. All right. Well, you know, if you are a Republican voter or you agree with this analysis. I could see that perspective, but I also want to throw this junction out there too. Republican Party. The Libertarian Party is going to be doing the same to you too. And I think it's long overdue that both the Democratic Party and Republican Party be humbled by the rise of more independent movements. Okay. I believe that third parties need to take a more dominant role in the American political system, to change it, to break it apart. We need to fight for a better future, because if we don't, the system will not change. It won't change at all. So corporate media is afraid. People at BSDNC are afraid. They want vote blue no matter who people to be triggered. But no matter how this will play out, know this. They're afraid, and their fear tactics can't work. So let's enjoy the feast of corporate media crying. Let's enjoy the feast of blue MAGA crying. They're going to try and bully you and shame you. Embrace your villain arc. Be the anti-hero. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned to Hard Lens Media, because this is only the beginning. Enjoy the feast of the liberal tears. It's going to be delicious.